I love sweet potatoes in all forms, particularly when in Korea we make noodles out of them. And every Asian country has their national noodle dish. And in Korea, it's japchae, made from these gnarly, crazy, tangled noodles. Ugh! Need a bit of muscle to get them out. Just plunge them into some boiling water, make sure they're all covered, and leave it until they're done. Usually this dish is made with beef, but I'm gonna jazz things up and make it with prawns. Just gonna saute them first, and just use vegetable oil. A little bit of garlic. It's always a good base for making any Korean cuisine. And I'm cooking these prawns first, just because they have a tendency to overcook. So I'm gonna take them out right when they're done, and add them again at the end, just to warm them through. A little bit of mirin, roasted, toasted sesame seeds, and just a good sprinkle of salt. Always season your proteins ahead of time, and then all of that good flavor will stay in them. And now for the vegetables.
In the same pan, I saute a finely sliced onion and add the juice from the cooked prawns for some serious flavor.
And then your carrots. Perfect thin strips. This is the way that my mom used to make japchae when I was growing up, but everybody has their own special way of making japchae, whether it's with chicken or different types of seafood, mussels, and it's usually a street food, but when you make it at home, you can put all different kinds of vegetables in it and really bulk it up. Chestnut mushrooms, I just pop the stems out. Sometimes they fall out on their own, just like that. Kind of a fun thing to do, pop, pop. And usually you would make this dish and cook all of the vegetables separately. And that's really to preserve the colors. Spinach, bit of green, but because we're doing everything quick and easy, we're gonna make it all in one pan. These have been going for about 6 to 7 minutes. Ooh, you'll see, yep, they're done. Tip them out. A little bit of a rinse in cold water, just to get rid of that excess starch, but not too much because this is a hot dish. You can see that it's really springy. This has a great texture. And it's these unique noodles which makes this dish so special and why you can't substitute anything else. To make sure that these don't stick and just to give them a little bit of pre-seasoning, I just pour a bit of soy sauce. And while they're still hot, just tip them in with the veg. You have to move quickly here to make sure that nothing overcooks. You sweeten these noodles up with some sugar. Sweet potato and sugar goes well together. Bit of sesame oil. That's gonna gloss these noodles and add flavor. Some more roasted sesame seeds, Korean solar salt, sea salt, lots of minerals, spring onions. I like them to stay crispy and to keep their vibrant color. And that can just wilt in the residual heat. I've made a very thin omelet over very low flame. You don't want any brown or color on that. You want the yellow to stay yellow. These do have a tendency to break apart, which is why I add them at the very end. Tip your prawns back in and give it a little taste here. Once you start eating it, you can't stop. I love that springy texture of the noodles. Now this is usually served as an appetizer, but you really could eat an entire plate of this yourself. I'd bet money on it. As I would serve this to friends to share, I have to make it look beautiful. I've just shredded some spring onion really thinly and put it in ice water, and that makes it curl up into cute little ribbons and make a great garnish. Sesame seeds always add a bit of color. And that is a show-stopping noodle dish.